Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, May 6th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Boy, it was an ugly weekend weather-wise. The Annapolis Irish Festival and the Maryland Latina Fiesta struggled. And boy, I do hope that the Maryland Seafood Festival weather in September is a lot better for them. Gosh, I felt so bad. Sunday, I was at the announcement of the Mother's Day Jewelry Contest winners over at Zachary's Jewelers on Main Street. And you do want to check out our post for the winners because there's some pretty incredible artwork and design going on there. But my absolute favorite, and was not a finalist winner, was a design of a helicopter necklace. And here is what that fifth grader wrote about that design. And I quote, "I chose a helicopter because I have a helicopter mom. I know she loves me a lot, but it definitely gets annoying. Blue is her favorite color, and the silver would complement it well. I would love to do this for my mom." You gotta love that kid. Just a quick reminder, in case you're not signed up, our daily news recap newsletter is great for news that happens after this drops in the morning and what happens over the weekend. It's local free. It hits your email inbox at 7 p.m. every night, and I'm going to drop a link right here in the show notes for you. But we do have a whole lot of news to catch up on, so shall we? Friday, 3 young teenagers were shot near Copeland and Royal Street in Annapolis's Bywater neighborhood at about 4:20 p.m. 3 juveniles were injured, with 2 being airlifted to a regional trauma center, and 1 was transported to the trauma center by ambulance. They are now reported to be in stable condition. The Annapolis Police Department has been very scant with any information, and the information that they have put out was long after the incident. The public information officer did not return any emails or text messages. We have heard that the 3 victims were 12, 13, and 15 years old. The schools have said that they will have counselors available at Annapolis Middle School today. In a separate development, or maybe not so separate, the Baltimore Sun is reporting that the Annapolis Police Department has been suspended from the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, or CALIA, which is considered to be the gold standard of accreditations. Despite this setback, our police chief, Ed Jackson, said that the public safety remains a priority over administrative duties, attributing the suspension to the reallocation of resources toward active law enforcement in response to recent violent crimes. The department does claim it will seek reaccreditation. Now, in Maryland, there are 34 public safety departments actively accredited by CALIA, including the Anne Arundel County Police Department and the Maryland State Police. Remember the ramp closures on Route 50 near the Bay Bridge last summer that were helping to ease the traffic on the back roads? Well, it's going to happen again. Maryland Department of Transportation State Highway Administration announced temporary changes affecting traffic near the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Starting on May 17th, the on-ramp from Oceanic Drive to eastbound Route 50 will be closed from 10 a.m. Fridays to 6 p.m. Saturdays to enhance traffic flow and safety during peak summer periods. Detours will be clearly marked, and an upgraded traffic signal at Maryland 179 and Bush's Frontage Road will further help in managing the traffic effectively during those times. The Blue Ribbon Project has launched a new YouTube channel titled Let's Keep It Real, Life Skills to Live Your Best Life, targeting foster youth transitioning out of the system. The channel, supported by local foundations, will provide critical life skills and training in areas such as financial literacy, cooking, nutrition, and legal rights. This initiative aims to empower young adults facing the challenges of independence with practical knowledge and support. This is awesome. I can't imagine a young adult being cast into the world without these life skills. Finally, College Sharks, based in Annapolis, has introduced a new virtual program aimed at simplifying the college application process for teens and their families. The service offers comprehensive tools and resources for a flat fee or monthly subscription, significantly reducing the cost typically associated with college consulting. It is all online, it is self-guided, and College Sharks has announced a promotional offer just for us, free access for the first 50 families who sign up, providing an opportunity for valuable guidance at no cost. When you register at collegesharks.com, use the code ALLANNAP, and that's ALLANNAP, which is sort of like our Facebook page. And that's all in caps to get that program for free. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstreks on Friday with Champ, a larger-than-life Yorkie mix. He is just looking for a great home, and hopefully you have some room in your heart and home for him. If you missed it, go back and give it a listen. If you want a cool dog, go to AACSPCA.org. On Saturday, we spoke with Anna Binneweg from the Londontowne Symphony Orchestra, and apparently they have a big announcement coming up on the 18th at their performance of The Wild Wild West. If you missed that, go give it a listen, and who knew she used to be a professional alpine skier. And for tickets to The Wild Wild West on the 18th, lso-music.org. And as long as you're thinking about tickets, June 22nd is Eastport Arakan, and if you go to eastportarakan.com and use the code EOA-EAR 24, you're going to save $5 on all your general admission tickets. That's EOA-EAR 24, saves you $5. And just an update, the Peka Girlfriends Party is sold out except for a very few VIP tickets, and the general admission tickets to Bands in the Sand are going very fast, so there's your warning. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. And Covington is here with her Monday Money Report, and of course George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecasted weather report you're going to find. All that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, May 6th. Yesterday worked out pretty well for the Annapolis region, with some warmer temps and a little bit of additional rain following a chilly and dreary day Saturday. While the week ahead looks like it will remain a bit unsettled, the weekend ahead looks amazing. Look for mostly cloudy skies today and tomorrow with temperatures in the upper 70s to mid-80s both days, 4 p.m. highs, along with the chance for some additional showers and storms across the region to be followed by a mostly sunny day Wednesday with temperatures warming well into the mid or upper 80s. From there, a chance for showers and storms returns Thursday and Friday with highs around 80 degrees Thursday and in the low to mid 70s on Friday. As for the weekend, the expectation is for mostly sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday with highs around 70 degrees each day, so make plans now to get out and about all weekend long. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for weather updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The market was up again last week as investors digested inflation and labor reports, along with Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's comments on potential interest rate moves. Things seem to be pointing to rate cuts later this year, but how much and when remain to be seen. The VIX, or Volatility Index, was at 13.49 on Friday, well below its long-term average of 20. The VIX is a good indication of investor concern and typically moves opposite stock indices. A rising market is also good for people with restricted stock units, or RSUs. RSUs are granted as part of a compensation package, either as part of your regular pay or as a bonus. Either way, there is no immediate value. They vest or mature over a period of time, often 3 to 5 years. When the RSUs vest, the value of the stock becomes part of your taxable compensation. The IRS does not care if you are paid in cash, stock, or toasters. The value of what you receive is taxable. Most companies will automatically sell to cover. This means they sell enough of the stock to cover the tax withholding due for the compensation received. Some companies will allow you to pick this amount, and some use a standard that can't be changed. If you receive RSUs, you should work with your tax professional to make certain that you are having enough withheld, either directly on the RSUs or as part of your paycheck withholding, to avoid a penalty. Once your RSUs vest and a percentage are sold for taxes, the remaining stock is yours. Depending on your company, you may want to hold on to that stock, or you may want to sell. If you sell immediately upon receipt of the vested stock, there will be no additional taxes due. If you hold on to the stock and sell later, capital gains tax rules apply. Depending on your level in the company, there may be trading windows or times when you are allowed to buy or sell stock in your employer. If you are considered an insider, usually a high-level executive in the company, you may also wish to establish a 10b5-1 plan, which is a preset plan for selling a certain amount of shares at set times or prices. If you're going to hold company stock, we often suggest no more than 10% of your net worth be invested in your employer. It's also possible to use that company stock to open a line of credit, called a securities-backed line of credit, or S-block, against those shares. The great thing about S-blocks is that most do not have any fees to establish or hold them, and they aren't reported on your credit report. Finally, you may wish to screen out your employer's stock in your portfolio. This protects you from being overinvested in your employer. Your action item is to move your money from savings or checking into a high-yield savings account or money market. Look for an account paying at least 4%. If you're concerned about FDIC limits, we have an option that is currently paying 5% and provides up to $5 million in FDIC protection. Be sure to check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to register for upcoming educational events. Covington Alsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only. Does not intend to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk unless otherwise stated and not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye On Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye On Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.